Today we're checking out a plugin called Dehancer Pro. I am here with the beautiful Sierra, but first we need some test shots. You ready?
Let's go.
First up, this is not a sponsored video by Dehancer. This video does have a sponsor, and that's Artlist, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Dehancer Pro is a film emulation plugin that's available for Final Cut Pro, Davinci Resolve, and Adobe Premiere Pro, but today we're checking it out on Davinci Resolve because that's the platform that I mainly use. Once you load in Dehancer Pro, they're gonna ask you what your source is, so you could choose Rec 709 if you shot in a camera that happens to not be supported, even though they do support a lot of cameras here, or if you happen to not be shooting in log, which you should definitely be shooting log if you have that availability. You can just choose Rec 709 and then start from there. We are gonna choose camera, then we're gonna go to Sony, Cinemaline FX3, S-Log3, S-Gamut3, Cine. And we shot these shots in our base ISO, which is 640, but you could also choose 12,800. I don't know if there's a big difference. We're gonna stick with 640. Now, I'm not gonna do a detailed run through this entire plugin because there is a lot of sections here and a lot of options. And the cool thing is each section of this plugin has a tick box that you could either activate or deactivate, so you don't have to use everything if you don't want to. I like that. So first thing we're greeted with is our exposure options. We have exposure compensation, temperature control, tint control, defringe, and defringe radius. We're not gonna touch any of that right now because I do a really good job. I do a really good job. That was so cocky. I do a really good job of exposing my shot in camera and also manually white balancing it. So none of that needs to be touched. Next up is our film development section, which has contrast boost, gamma correction, color separation, and color boost. Next section after that is exactly where the bread and butter of this plugin lies. This is all of your film emulations here, and they have a lot, like a lot. You start at the top, all in alphabetical order. I'm not gonna go through them all, but you can see for yourself. We'll just keep going and going. Fujifilm, Kodak, Polaroid, they're all here. There's a lot to choose from. Underneath our film looks, we have a film compression section where if we enable that, we could turn our impact up and down, which will kind of compress it a little bit. If you look at the background in the clouds here, as we turn the impact up, you could see those highlights kind of getting compressed a little bit. Everything here really affects the shot, the way it looks, so you could really dial it in to look exactly how you want it to look. Underneath that, I would say, is probably our second most important section of this plugin, and that's our print. So I like to keep it in linear, but if we click that, we have a Cineon film log. We also have Fujifilm 3513 print film, and underneath that, we have the ever so popular Kodak 2383, and then underneath that, we have Kodak Endura glossy paper. Now, underneath this section is our color head, where we can adjust our yellows and blues, our magentas and greens, and our cyans and reds. We have sliders that can affect separately our shadow tones, our mid-tones, and our highlights tones. Now underneath that, we have our film grain options. Now I do like to add a little bit of film grain. I usually go with 35mm with a 50 ISO, or if I want a very minimal film grain, just barely there, I'm gonna go with 65mm with a 50 ISO. Now if you really wanna get super precise with it, you can come up here to custom, and you have all the sliders in the world to play with and really dial in that film grain exactly how you want it. Me, I just go with one of the presets, and I'm happy with the results. Halation is, if we zoom in here and then we look, you could see like this red outline around the umbrella. We turn it off, it goes away, we turn it on, it comes back. And I actually do like halation on some of my shots, so that is one of the options that I use. Now underneath that, we have bloom options, which if you turn it on and off, it kind of gives it like this bloomy, softer look. It kind of has like a little bit of a glow to it. Then we have a film damage option. I don't really use too much, but you might be into this sort of thing. Not for me personally. And like I told you, as you can see, we have a whole lot of stuff going on here. But before we go any further, quick shout out to today's sponsor, my good friends over at Artlist. Artlist is the best place for royalty-free music, unlimited sound effects, high-quality stock video clips to help you tell your story, video templates, powerful plugins, along with video and image editing software. They have all the creative tools you need if you choose Artlist Max. For music, they have every genre under the sun, which is one of the ways you can search for what you're looking for. You could also search by mood, instrument type, video theme. They've thought of everything to make your search super fast so you could find exactly what you're looking for and get back to your edit as fast as possible. The songs there are so good that sometimes I download them and I'll throw them on my phone so I can listen to them in my car. Their plans are super affordable, and yes, they have a risk-free trial for you, and if you use the special link in the description below, you'll get 2 free months added to your active subscription. Thank you to my friends over at Artlist for sponsoring today's video, and thank you for continuously supporting this channel. So under our film damage section, you could also add on film breathing, which gives this kind of like pulsating effect where things kind of move in and out of focus a little bit. Again, it's to emulate old school film cameras, not a section that I use. The majority of the rest of these sections I don't use too much. It's not because they're not good, it's just, again, it's not my creative style, not for me, but it might be for you. So that's it for this one. I'll leave a link in the description below for Dehancer Pro if you want to check it out. Again, links below for today's sponsor, Artlist. Thank you again, Artlist, for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, make sure you sub. If you're not already, click that little bell, thumbs up, comment down below. What do you guys think about Dehancer Pro? Some nice looks going on here, right? I agree. I agree strongly. I'll see you guys next time. Salute! The camera's all the way over there. I don't got my super. I'll just wave. Bye. Salute. I'm gonna take my Rolodesk. Love this desk, by the way. Little portable sit-stand desk. I'll leave links to the description, in the description below if you want to check this out too. This is it's a goodbye. Not goodbye. It's a goodbye. I got a ring on. Can we just end this video already? I'm just gonna get out of here. I feel like a nurse coming in with my roller table, about to check your blood pressure and type in all your vitals. Let's just, can't go that way. There's a table and a wall over there. Where am I supposed to go? I'll see you guys later. Love you guys.